Hello, hello, hello. Yo, is this thing on? Yo, what's up? It's AC, and welcome to Sign of the Times here on the Hope for Us Network Twitch channel. I want to thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight. Thank you for being here. I didn't get myself together quite right before we went on. I just kind of shirts. Let me get myself together, y'all. Is that cool? Is that all right with y'all? Let me fix this button right here. Okay, we're good. Bandana's chilling. All right. Yo, what's up? Happy Friday. Sign of the Times. Thanks, y'all, for joining in. I'm AC. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for being here. I hope y'all had a good day. I hope y'all had a good week. I hope everybody out there is safe, healthy, all that good stuff. And just all that. Real quick shout out to our guest from last week, Liz Skates. Check her out on the socials, on the Instagram, the TikToks, Liz Skates Chicago. She's dope. She's doing big things. She's on her way to Dublin. She's killing it. Make sure you check her out. Also, make sure you check out the Tomorrow Show. My very good close friends, the one and only Aaron D and my homie Mike V, this Sunday on the Hope for Us Network Twitch channel, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in, check it out. It's gonna be dope. Let's get right into it. Right, it's Friday. Might be a shorter episode than usual. I don't know. We'll see. I say that, and then next thing you know, like an hour's gone by. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Few things I want to talk about tonight, today, whatever. The first thing is it was just National Puppy Day. And for me, that's dope because this was my second National Puppy Day with my dog and my first gotcha day, if you will. My dog Phoenix, if you've seen the show, you know that my dog Phoenix, he's here. He's in the house. He makes an appearance. He wants to be one with everyone. I just said his name right now, and he's like, he was just laying down, just sitting up, and now he's like standing up, chilling. Yeah, Gotcha Day was a year ago. I actually got him the day that I flew home from playing South by Southwest. I have been trying to get a dog for a minute, and especially when the pandemic hit, I was really trying to get a dog, and kept trying. And finally, things worked out. I found out that his application and everything was cleared and I was good to pick him up. I found that out as my friend was driving me to the airport. Shout out to my friend Kelly for driving me to the airport. But I found out as she was driving me to the airport, getting ready to fly out to Austin. So yeah, when I flew home Sunday morning, dropped off my luggage, hopped on my whip, went and picked him up, and that's been us for the last year. So, and just kind of I love this dog. There's a lot of y'all know if you watch the show, my friends know. Animals, pets are so, loved by humans. And, it's, that love is, the same with music. A lot of people feel like, their pet, whether it's a dog or a cat or, a snake or a turtle. It's funny to say a snake. Your pet, is like your best friend, loves you, never does you wrong, is always there for you know. And I feel like that is the same with music, in the same sense that it's always there for you. You know, it's always going to be there for you. It's got you. You know what I mean? Like music can be your best friend. You know, can be a great, um, a great escape, a great way to make you feel happy. You know, to keep your mind off things. And it made me think. You know, like how much like artists, if you will, you know, like love their animals or talk about their pets or their animals, this and that and the other. DMX, of course, rest in peace to DMX. That was his whole thing, dogs. The dude walked around barking like a dog. You know, he's always got dogs with him in pictures. Like look at that. Like look at that. Um, it's adorable. Huge on dogs. There's if you want to get crazy with it, it's really funny. If you want to go down the rabbit hole, if you search DMX stories, you will find uh so many DMX stories, people telling stories about him with his dogs. Like he'd bring dogs into the studio. He would, train his dogs to act a certain way, to bark at certain times, this and that and the other. Like he had a true deep bond connection with dogs. There was one interview, like he loved dogs so much that, oh God, what was it? Can't remember if it was like Drink Champs or something like that. I forget, my bad. But I know he was talking about an interview where, look at that, that's adorable, adorable. Get out of here. There was an episode where he was talking about how like, I mean, and it's kind of wrong, but he would like steal people's dogs, but like he would like return them back to them. I don't know. Um, but he had a very very deep love for dogs. And he pretty much, and I'm, I'm don't quote me on this, but his kind of whole take on it was like a dog is so loyal to you and will be just always there for you, love you unconditionally, this and that and the other. Like I said, don't quote me on that, but it was somewhere along those lines. If you just look anywhere in YouTube, DMX talking about dogs and stories of DMX in the studio with dogs and like other people telling stories, like like truly, like they make people happy. You know what I mean? Um, just always seems to come across in the music. Who else? Big Boy, actually, from on Big Boy from Outkast. I know back in the day, he had like I think he had like a pit bull kennel back in the day, like way way back in the day. I don't know if he does anymore, but I know he used to like breed pit bulls and things like that. Um, Justin Timberlake was huge. Love dogs. There's actually way back in the day when MTV was cool. I said it. Um, there was a show called Punked, and one of the early episodes was Justin Timberlake, and they had punked him, and they acted like they were the IRS, and they acting like he didn't pay all his taxes, and they were going to seize everything, and blah 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 blah, right? And they're like, "Oh yeah, we took your dog," and just the look on his face, he's like, "You took my dog, like my dog." For those of you that know what I'm talking about, that may have seen that episode, it's a good one. For those of you that haven't, I couldn't find the episode because I was going to share it with Scott, so Scott could put it on the shows. I know Scott's been searching for it, but if you can find that clip, the YouTube clip, not like streaming somewhere on like an MTV channel, let us know. But that was a good episode. Um, there was I don't there was an artist that I had seen over the summer. I think it was last year, and they had brought their dog with them on tour with them, and I was like, man, that's the life. Like that's dope. Like I would love to bring my dog with me on tour. I don't want to, you know, it was just dope. It was like, man, that's adorable. It was an adorable pit bull, just lovely, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dog. The you know, and I know a lot of artists like talk about their pets. I know Fiona Apple, you know, she had a dog that she was really, really close with. Um, uh, who was it? Oh, I can't remember his name right now. I'm trying to blank. The lead singer for Snot, actually. Um, he was in a car accident, if I'm not mistaken, with his dog, and I think that they both passed in that car accident. That was rough. That was rough. Oh, I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. Lynn Strait. That's it. Thank you. That was rough. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But that was tough. I know they were close. That was tough. Very tough. NOFX. You know, one of my favorite punk bands. You know, one of their biggest songs. You know, they. You know, there's a line in the song. What is it? Possessions. Well, that's not true. I've got a guitar and a dog named Bob that pisses on my floor. Yeah. Um, you know, that's hilarious. Like that's like I don't know. I just like that lyric. It's a funny lyric. I think it's an honest lyric. It's humble. I don't know. It's funny. You know. I've got pocket. Yeah, it's a great song. Um, got a dog named Bob that pisses on my floor. It's hilarious. Look it up. It's if you haven't heard it, it's called Linoleum. You know, he mentions the dog Bob pissing on his floor, like in the first I don't know 30, 40 seconds of the song. It's hilarious. Check it out. Um, the most famous, or I guess not famous, maybe to me the most well known, I guess, music dog, um, you know, if you will. Some might say Snoop Dogg, which, you know, sure, Snoop Dogg, but the biggest one that immediately comes to mind for me would be the bond between Bradley Noel and his dog Lou Dog. Bradley Noel, rest in peace. Lou Dog, rest in peace. Bradley was the lead singer, lead guitarist for Long Beach band Sublime. You know, they did carry on, you know, after he passed with a group called Sublime with Rome. But Sublime, I think that was one of the greatest bands ever. And that dog, there's so many stories about this dog. Lou Dog was the dog's name. Um, went everywhere with Bradley, went everywhere with the band. I guess they took the band on tours with them, rode in the van. They had gotten kicked off of Warp Tour by Kevin Lyman, I think like twice. Um, I guess the dog kept biting people or something. Like, there's a lot of funny stories about it. Kevin Lyman speaks about it on one of his podcasts. There's if you can find it, there's an old I guess it would be a documentary called Stories, Tales, Lies, and Exaggerations. It's Sublime. It's like all the crew, his widowed wife, band members, people from their label, just telling stories. And that story actually came up about Warp Tour, and a lot of other stories, like the bond between these two. It was like so ridiculously special. You know, he talked about Lou Dog. and the songs multiple times. There's intros and their songs where it's Lou Dog barking. Yeah, there he is, Lou Dog. That's so awesome, man. And just like that love is like huge. That dog went everywhere with him. I would love to take my dog literally everywhere with me. That's amazing. One of the stories in this documentary that I was telling you about, called Stories, Tales, Lies, and Exaggerations. And if you're a fan of him and you haven't seen it, go find it, check it out. If you've never heard of Sublime, it's a great introduction into them. It's great. But one of the stories in this doc is they're talking about how Lou Dog, somebody stole Lou Dog one day, and Bradley was just devastated, just devastated. He, thank God, he ended up getting the dog back. But he ended up writing a song about it that they had released. I think they had released it on a 7-inch, maybe on another B-side or something. But Bradley had written a song called Lou Dog Goes to the Moon. And it's pretty interesting. If you don't mind, I'd like to show it to you. Scott, can we blow it up for the people and let them check it out? Lou Dog Goes to the Moon.
My little dog ran away the other day. Yeah. I can't believe my little dog, Lou Dog, ran away. Yeah. He packed his bags, got into a hot air balloon. Yeah. And then my little dog, Lou Dog, sailed off to the moon. Yeah. Good day! That was the day that Lou Dog went to the moon.
Oh, man. Oh, that was the day that Lou Dog went to the moon. Oh, man. I could, tell you guys more and more stories for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Okay, maybe not for that many hours, but I could tell you more stories about, Lou Dog and the shenanigans that went down. But it would seriously be the whole show, and we wouldn't be able to talk about more things. So like I said, if you get the chance, look around. Sex Tales or Stories, Tales, Lies, and Exaggerations by Sublime. I'm sure they've got it online on the docs. If you searched around, I'm sure you could. I don't know if Skunk Records is still a thing. That was their indie label that they were on. Maybe they have them there. If you look around, you could find it. And like I said, rest in peace to Bradley Noel. He passed away. Oh, God, what was it, 95? Maybe 95, 96, maybe 97. Unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 28. And then, Lou Dog, after Brad passed, Lou Dog ended up going to one of Bradley's close friends.
So,
Hello? That was weird. Did anybody hear a weird radio voice? I'm like creeped out, like a robot voice. Anybody hear that? Okay. Okay. Oh man, felt my blood pressure go up. Um, um, but yeah, okay, yeah. Let me get back on track. Bradley passed away. Lou Dog then went to Miguel. Miguel was a close friend of Bradley, a close friend of Sublime. He was a DJ, a musician, an artist in the Long Beach scene. Um, Part of Skunk Records. I think he might have been a co-founder, possibly. Um, I know he was a member of Long Beach Dub All Stars, which was a side project that started after Bradley passed, with Eric and Bud from Sublime. Miguel was in it, and then they had a couple guest horn players and MCs join in. Did the record that way, but he went with Miguel until I think he passed like 4 or 5 years after Bradley had passed. So it's cool to see that Lou Dog, stayed in the family, if you will, instead of like, going to a shelter, or, I doubt anybody in the Sublime, camp would let that happen. But that's a beautiful thing. So, like I said, you want to hear some entertaining stories about the love between these two? Please dig around. I know you'll be able to find stuff on YouTube. Like I said, the documentary is Sublime: Stories, Tales, Lies, and Exaggerations. You can hear all about the stories of this dog, the band. You can hear about them getting kicked off of Warped Tour, which is one of my favorite festivals. And speaking of festivals, ladies and gentlemen, and people, human beings, and everyone out there, y'all included, it's festival season. It's dropping, It's happening. Lollapalooza, Pitchfork, all these other festivals that are popping out everywhere. Lineups are being announced. This is huge because this is like now 3 years after the whole pandemic or whatever had popped off. Things are restrictions or whatever. Things a little bit lighter. More things are happening. It's a little bit more a little easier to enjoy things. I think this is going to be a dope year, a fun year. It's going to be dope. They just rolled out the Pitchfork and the Lala lineups. I'm gonna be real with you because I keeps it real. Like like I guess the kids say I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't know. I'm old school, so I say I'm gonna keep it real. Like when keeping it real goes wrong. The Pitchfork lineup dropped. Yo, I'm looking at the lineup, and maybe either I'm just old and I don't know anything anymore, or I don't know. Out of that whole lineup, I knew two acts. One of them was, and I can't. Please don't hate me, internet, for if I get this wrong. Bon Iver, I think it is. Bon Iver. The only reason why I recognize that name is because it reminds me of Bon Jovi, and the Iver part just doesn't look like it should be there. It looks like it should just say Jovi. Because Bon, I'm so used to seeing Bon, I expect to see Jovi after Bon, not the other word. So them, and then Killer Mike from Run the Jewels. If y'all don't know, Killer Mike's got I guess he's got a solo record that's going to be dropping soon. This bandana, I just can't get it right today. Killer Mike's got a solo record dropping. So for him to be on Pitchfork, that's perfect platform for him, especially, launching this new record. Those are the only two acts that I know of on that festival. I started to worry if it was just me, if I was just not with it. I talked to a couple people, some friends, and they were like, I don't know anybody on that lineup. And actually, a couple people that I had talked to, their response was like the same as mine. They were like, "Yeah, I know Killer Mike and that Bond band or whatever." And I was like, "Eeh." I'm like, all right, so I don't know. So it'd be nice to know if any of y'all out there know any of the other artists on Pitchfork. If you do, holler at your boy. Let me know. Um, I'm a music person, so I'd like to just check out some music and see what's up. I mean, of course, it's always dope when you like know who's there, especially when you're paying outrageous prices to get in. But music is music, whatever, whatever. If there's somebody that I should check out that's playing Pitchfork, holler at your boy. Let me know. Like I said, always trying to check out, new music and all that. And then Lollapalooza, y'all. Yo, the Lollapalooza lineup just dropped. Before we get into this, real quick, some of y'all might not know this. I feel like Lala at one point was like a touring festival, like way, 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 way back in the day. And then they just stopped and it was just Chicago. I could be mistaken. Anyways, Lollapalooza lineup dropped. Billie Eilish is going to be in the bill. Carly Rae, Call Me Maybe, holla at your boy. Nah, don't. Or call me. I don't know. Call me maybe. We'll go get some bubble tea. I'll take you to Chicago Diner. We'll get the classic Reuben. It's dope. But Carly Rae Jepsen, she's going to be on it. Chili Peppers, they're going to be in the bill. Jared Leto, he's taking a break from all of his movies, since he knocked out Gucci and that other movie. I got to see that. But 30 Seconds to Mars, they're going to be in the house. That'll be kind of dope. The Linda Lindas. If y'all don't know who the Linda Lindas are, y'all tripping. Check them out. But I have never been to Lala just because I don't know. There's something about that festival that makes me be like, maybe it's the I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hip hop punk emo kid in me that's like, I'm not going to Lala. It's not cool. But I think this year I'm gonna try and go Lala. Lala. I can't even say it right. Whatever. This year, I think I'm gonna try just to check out the experience, see what it's about. I'm gonna try and go on the days to check out. Definitely see the Linda Lindas. It'd be dope. Oh, Lana Del Rey is also playing. I'd love to check that set out. So it's gonna be dope. And then of course, my favorite, Riot Fest. Riot Fest. Who was it? Somebody was like, somebody today I was talking to them. They're like, are they having Riot Fest? They haven't dropped the lineup. It's like, dude, it's only March. Like, I feel like we still got some time, But Riot Fest, of course. And of course, this year, Riot Fest, if it falls on the right weekend that I think it's going to be, day one's going to be my birthday. Holler at your boy, get me some Riot Fest merch, get me, maybe a couple waters, maybe a pretzel. I don't know, holler at your boy. But yeah, festival season is upon us. So, let us know who you're interested to see. Tell us your thoughts on everything. Tickets, lineups, this and that and the other, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Let me know. Riot Fest is going to be interesting this year because There's the whole, you know, um, there's a lot of talk about not having it in Chicago or not. I'm sorry. Let me back up on that. There's a lot of talk of it of people not wanting to have it in Douglas Park, saying that it's too close to the hospital and it's messing up the ground area there, this and that, and the other. It used to be in Humboldt Park, uh, which is also right next to a hospital. Shout out to Humboldt Health Park. Y'all know what's up. And also tore up the ground there. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where they do have Riot Fest this year. Me personally, I kind of hope they bring it back to Humboldt Park. What? I live close to Humboldt Park. It's right there for me. So of course, I want it back at Humboldt Park. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm pretty excited for the festival season. And like I said, we'll talk about the festivals again on a later episode. Get you people chiming in, this and that and the other. I'm excited. It's gonna be dope. Festival season, it's happening. And then we got I can't even forget about Street Fest season. Now, for those of you that don't live in Chicago and are not familiar with it, every summer here in Chicago, there's Street Fest, like pretty much every neighborhood. So they'll shut down like a few blocks here or there, whatever, and it's just like vendors and food and beers and people walking around and cool stuff. And then they'll have stages set up, and there's just music playing like all day into the night. I guess it stops at like 10 o'clock or whatever, but it's so cool. I've seen some pretty cool acts and some pretty cool things, and met some pretty cool people at these street fests. Wicker Park Fest, by far my favorite. You got Do Division, all that, you know what I mean? And then, of course, Marketplace. It's wild. It's dope. I love it. It's fun. But yeah, Street Fest in Chicago. If you're not familiar with it, you want to check out some Street Fest, just Google Chicago Street Fest. Come visit. Come be a tourist. Hang out. It's dope. It's one of the beautiful things about Chicago. So, but that's it. Enough talking about Street Fest and all that. Next time I gotta get on. I gotta get myself together, because this ain't working today. It ain't working today. What's up, Phoenix? You want to tell the people what's up? You ain't chimed in once. Want to get in on this? Want some of this hot fire? No? All right, we're going to wrap up the show after I talk about this next special person. All right. Well, before we wrap up the show, we got to do the props on women segment, which is so dopely fitting, with this month. It's only fitting that I talk about someone that's so ridiculously awesome, so ridiculously ill. This person is from Australia, and she is one of the illest guitar players that I have seen play since probably, oh man, I don't know. I would say, like, I have my favorite, female guitar players. There's a lot of them, but when I think of the greats, I think of like Bonnie Raitt, Lita Ford, Joan Jett, and Bonnie Raitt's bad, and this next guitar player that I'm about to talk about is about to join those ranks. she hasn't already. This person that I'm talking about is the one and only Orianthi. Orianthi, she's dope. She's amazing. She's from Australia. Some of you seeing her right now might recognize her and be like, that she looks kind of familiar. Well, she looked kind of familiar because she was going to be the lead guitarist for Micheal Jackson on his This Is It tour right before his untimely passing. She's dope. I remember when I, first seeing the footage, of This Is It. I was like, who's this female shredding on this PRS, just killing it? Who is this? And ever since I was just hooked. Had to know everything about her. She dropped a single and a record. I think the record was called Believe, and the single was called According to You in 2009. And she dropped that like shortly after Michael's passing. I had to grab it. Like when I saw her on the Michael video, like on those promos or whatever, I was like, I have to know everything about this person. And I've been a fan ever since, straight up. Michael, excuse me. Michael picked her out. She had been playing guitar and writing songs since she was like 14, 15 years old. I think she had been playing guitar with Steve Vai by the time she was 15. She was playing guitar with Santanna by the time she was like 18. She toured with Alice Cooper. She was the first female member of his band. Like, dope. Like that's just ridiculous, And she had she had put out like these YouTube videos of her just shredding. And I want to have Scott, if you could pull up the video that did it. This video that I'm gonna have Scott show you guys is her playing the guitar solo to Beat It. And this was the YouTube video, I guess, that Michael saw that was like, I have to have her. She was doing this video. It's her doing in a radio station or something, doing an interview, and she plays the Beat It guitar solo and just crushes it. It is so good. Scott's gonna blow it up. Y'all check it out. This is insane. Oh no! Ads are so silly. Can we blow this up, Scott?
That's who I'm hanging with. That's Orianthi. She's from Australia.
It's very cool to be here.
I'm in awe of your skill on this guitar. I mean, if you don't recognize her, she was Micheal Jackson's guitarist from This Is It. She has her own album coming out. And just the Beat It solo, this is what got her the gig, as she auditioned this for Micheal Jackson. Watch her fingers, if you don't mind doing that.
Oh, I'll do it again.
Dude,
Okay,
please,
cool.
watch this. Over here.
Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. Like that was the video that did it. Like, that's crazy. And here's another little lesser known fact. So that was the video that got her the gig. Before she got like the gig with Micheal, she she played guitar for Carrie Underwood as her lead guitarist at one of the Grammys. And based off that performance, word of mouth, and then Micheal seeing that video, it's like, I have to have her, which was, yeah, because she's dope. She's ridiculous. So good. Like I said, first female member of Alice Cooper's band. She's played with Michael Bolton, Dave Stewart. She's made countless appearances on all sorts of award shows, performances. I want to say that she just recently, what was it? I think she opened up the Grammys this year as well. She's got 5 records out, released. I mean, she's truly a beast. She's dope. And I don't know. I can't say enough about her. And that's why I wanted to make sure that I gave her props, and had to have her as a female in the industry that I give props to, because she's bad, y'all. Like, and this face is genuine. Like, I get stoked. Like, seeing her play, I get stoked. She does it so effortlessly, just so good. And I think she deserves all the props in the world. So please go check her out on the socials. She's on the Instagram. She's on the TikTok. If I'm not mistaken, I think she has a new record coming out, and or she's going on a tour. Don't quote me on that, but I think she is. Like I said, go check out all of her socials on the Instagrams, the TikToks, the Facebooks, if that's still a thing. I don't know. Go check her out. Orianthi, she's dope. She's killed it. One of the illest guitarists, and she's gonna be around for a minute, y'all. Her name's gonna be in the game. Watch, she's gonna be around. So make sure you check her out. I think that's it. I think that's gonna bring us to the end of the episode. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in, joining us tonight on this Friday. Make sure you tune in this Sunday. Check me out for the tomorrow show. Aaron D, Mike V. It's going to be a good time. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be awesome. It's always a good time. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. Tune in. Make sure you follow us on all the socials, the Hope for Us networks, on the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the TikToks, all that stuff. I'm going to get up out of here. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, joining tonight. Shout out to Scott for making this awesome and making me look good. Shout out to Phoenix. Shout out to One Tail at a Time. And shout out to all y'all out there. Please be safe. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Be safe. Love life. And I'll see y'all in a couple weeks. All right? Peace.